Hello everybody, in this video I will talk about building information system. What we have to understand is implementing information system within the organization brings organizational change. Building and using information system is a form of planned organizational change. Four major types of technology enabled changes are possible within the organization. The first one is automation, second one rationalization of procedures, third business process re-engineering, and fourth paradigm shift. When organizations use information system within their organization, they can find some kind of change. The initial change that can be found is automation of business processes. The way people doing the tasks and activities will be changed with the use of information technology. For example, in case of the department store, if the manual process were used, where the salesperson will be writing bills using calculator to calculate the total, in that case, if information system is used, then they will see the use of calculator, use of pen and papers are eliminated. The systems are doing automatically. Just the user have to type certain values using the keyboards. So we can see by the introduction of information system within the organization, business processes get automated. The second change with the introduction of information system is rationalization of procedures. Whatever procedure that is used to perform or operate those business processes are correct or not, it can be known with the help of information technology. What kind of change within that business process is required to make it rational, it is known with the help of information technology. So we can see with the use of information systems, information technology, whatever procedure previously used were correct or not. The third change, business process re-engineering. Here organization will rethink about their business processes. Previously how those business processes were executed, they will think what kind of modification change that can be made within those business processes. They will be trying new method, new way of doing that business process. That is part of business process re-engineering. And what we have to understand is business process re-engineering is a risky thing. If it is not done with great sensibility, great precaution, great thinking is necessary to do business process re-engineering. If it is not well thought, in that case the risks will be high. But if it is done correctly, proper thinking, proper assessment is done to do the process re-engineering, in that case the profits can be very high also. So when we think about business process re-engineering, we have to think about the risks also. Paradigm shift is another change. Paradigm shift means organization doing one process or one task may start doing some other process also. For example, we can consider a transportation system. Organization which is using their vehicles to transport people from one place to another, working for some organization, if they use the information system, that transportation system, and if they are able to use information system with greater precision, in that case that transportation system can be part of other organizations. They can share profit because this transportation company with the help of information system is able to generate new business for other existing businesses. That is example of paradigm shift. Organization use business process management for designing workflows and business processes to have dramatic advantage. It should be understood. Now let's talk about the core activities in the system development process. Whatever software system may be, basically the activities performed are system analysis, system design, programming, testing, conversion, production, maintenance. System analysis is understanding about the requirement of the users, what kind of system the users want. System design is drawing the sketch of the system on the basis of requirements provided by users. Software designers will create different kind of sketches, different kind of pictures like entity relationship diagram, class diagram, use case diagram, to depict the system on the basis of users requirement. Programming is the third phase. In the third phase, the system, whatever system that been designed by the programmers, designers, on the basis of it will be coded into the system. Programmers will write different modules to realize the system. Testing is the another phase where the programs written are tested for its validity, its correctness, its reliability. To test the module system, we have to define, or we have to understand what are the inputs, and on the basis of that input what should be the output. So these input output must be correctly defined to test the system program or system modules. Conversion is the implementation of the system within the real environment. The developed software will be implemented in the real environment. It can be done in parallel, means we do not throw the existing system. We will install new system, and old system and new system will work in parallel. Or what we can do is, we are very confident about our new system, we'll stop working with the old system and we will start working with new system. In this way, conversion can be done. Production is manufacturing the software by software company. Maintenance is after implementation, is the after service, what the customers need, how to maintain the software for its longevity, how the software can be made robust for longer period of time. With the time, requirements will change, new modules have to be added, existing module has to be removed. These are the part of the maintenance. Now let's talk about the principal methodology for modeling and designing systems. Two principal methodology for modeling and designing information system are structured methodology and another is object-oriented methodology. Structured methodology focuses on process and data separately. When we talk about the user's requirement, basically users will be talking about entities or objects, and objects have process and its own features. The features are described by data, and this structure method will develop the system focusing on process, that are the functionalities of the object, data, that are the attributes of the object separately. This structure method will focus process and data separately. Data flow diagram is a major tool for structure analysis and design. In case of the object-oriented development, it models a system as a collection of objects that combine process and data in a single unit known as class. Actually, whenever we talk about the system, we will find that system comprising of several objects, and we know that objects are defined by its properties and its methodologies or functions. So real world things are concepts or classes, and this object-oriented development methodology helps to work on the basis of real world scenario, real world objects. Class and inheritance are major concepts used in object-oriented development. Alternative methods for building information system. Oldest method for building information system is system life cycle. It consists of formal stages like requirement analysis, system design, programming, testing, implementation, etc. It has predefined set of inputs and it is already known what should be the output. In this traditional methodology, some strict rules are specified. One phase cannot start without ending of its previous phase. That is, we cannot start system design without completing requirement analysis. It is useful for large projects requiring formal specification and tight management control over each stage. And prototyping is another method for building information system. Prototype is a model of system, not a full system. It is a model only. Prototyping builds experimental system rapidly and inexpensively. End users interact with the prototype and evaluate it. System designers, programmers communicate with the end users on the basis of the communication with the end users that are the users for whom system is to be developed. After communicating with the end users, designers, system programmers will get the information, requirements about the system, and they will start making a model of the system. It will be simple. working version of the system. It will not comprise all the features. It will comprise limited features of the system, and that model will be interacted with by those end users. Those end users will see how the system is, and they will provide feedbacks, evaluate the prototype. The feedbacks are used by the programmers, and they will develop that prototype in next iteration. Software package or online software services can be used to build information system. Software package or SaaS reduce amount of time required to develop software. Software can be developed using existing tools and existing modules. Software as a service that provides different modules that can be integrated and develop new system. End user development is development of information system by end users of the organizations. In case of this end user development, they will be taking very little help from outsiders. They will develop system on the basis of their own knowledge. Another method of system development is outsourcing. It consists of using an external vendor to build information system. No internal staffs are used. It saves application development cost because organization asking some third party to develop the software. Organization people will provide information requirement about the system, requirements of the system to those third party. The third party will develop the system for organization, but there may be some glitch. Organization may lose control over their information system and become dependent upon external vendors. Outsourcing entails hidden cost. We have to remember this. Objective of project management: to ensure that systems are delivered on time and budget. Software development is a project, so that project can be considered as any project. So project management is very necessary. Project management involves planning, assessing risks, estimating and acquiring resources, organizing work. Every project involves risks. If those risks are not initially handled, that will be a big problem in later phase of the system development or maybe after implementation. It is necessary to know how much time, how much cost, how much human resource will be required to develop that project. What are the resources needed? What kind of software modules are needed? What kind of hardware are needed to develop and implement that system should be known at the very beginning. It will be better to know at the beginning. Sometimes it may not be known at the initial phase what kind of hardware will be required, but it is necessary. If it is known, it is good. Project management deals with 5 major variables: scope, time, cost, quality, risk. Who are the users? What should be done by that project must be initially defined. How much time is required to complete that project? How much cost in terms of money? How much money the organization is supposed to expend on this software? What should be the quality of the software? Softwares must be very reliable because software supports business organizations to execute its tasks and activities. So quality of the software must be good. People rely on the software. The risks associated with the project must be defined initially and tackled initially. Method for selecting and evaluating information systems. Several organizations, that software developing organization, can propose software development for other organizations. So this organization, suppose organization A wants to purchase software, and there are XYZ companies which will be providing software for A. In that case, how the organization A will know from whom they have to purchase the software? For that, softwares have to be evaluated. The first one is portfolio analysis. In case of the portfolio analysis, risks and profit of each softwares are evaluated. XYZ company will be making software, and those software definitely will have profit and risk associated. So company A should know what are the risks, what are the profit associated with each software. Which company's software has higher profit and less risk, that should be selected. Another method for evaluating information system is scoring model. In this case, the different features of softwares are listed, and scores are given to those features. How good those features are, scores are provided. Suppose XYZ, that company has softwares, X has X software, Y has Y, Z has Z, and they will XYZ have different features. These features will be evaluated, checked, and scores are given. And at the last, scores will be added. Which software will get the higher score? X, Y, or Z? The software which will get the higher score will be considered. Assessing the business value of information system. Information system will not give immediate benefits in terms of money. We have to understand it. Information systems enhances excellences within the organizations. It helps to enhance the working environment. It helps to improve the efficiency, effectiveness of tasks and activities. So what we can do is, in the longer term, how the customers are satisfied, how much employees times are saved by the use of information system. So cost benefit analysis can also be done. How much cost been incurred to purchase or develop the software, and what are the benefits that software is providing. How those benefits are able to provide better kind of benefits or advantages to the organization, that should be analyzed. So in this way, by calculating incurred cost and the provided benefit, we can access the value of information system.